4 things women instantly notice about you. So, men and women judge the opposite sex differently. Biologically, men notice if they would like to take her home, while women notice if he's a man she would like to make a home with. Understanding why men and women think so differently will make every interaction you have with a woman stand out from the men who simply don't get it. The list starts at this timestamp, but if you skip the why, the what will only aggravate you and nothing will change. Welcome back to Just the Tip. Okay, so why do women filter differently? Well, people's primary need is to feel safe, physically and emotionally. And whether by divine design or evolution, what safe feels like is radically different for women than it is for men. Why? Because women are on average physically weaker and men marinate in 10 to 30 times more testosterone starting in the womb, which predisposes them to larger, denser, stronger muscles and a significantly higher baseline sex drive. Ask women taking high doses of testosterone, their sex drive goes through the roof. Ask men taking high doses of female hormones, sex drive tanks, emotions go into overdrive. Reality land, men and women are built different. That's not a problem. It's simply biology. So if men are stronger, hornier, and by prison statistics, more prone to aggression and impulsive violence, then it should be no surprise that women are wired to assess physical safety around men in a way that men simply do not need to do around women. The comparatively lower threat of physical danger, combined with men having millions of sperm to a woman's 1 egg per cycle, means men's primary filter naturally leans toward youth and beauty. Can she carry a healthy child, and is she attractive enough for you to want to give her one, even if you don't want kiddos? Now, add the psychological layer. Historically, women bore the full weight of pregnancy, 9 months of physical risk, then the responsibility of a needy wee beast, whether or not baby daddy stays. Even with modern birth control, biology doesn't update based on that schedule. Most emotionally healthy women are still wired, consciously or not, to avoid being left holding the baby by the wrong man. The majority of women who lose their lives at the hands of a male partner didn't do so during the relationship. It actually happens after she leaves. So when she is reading you in the first 30 seconds, she is not just being picky or judgy. She is running multiple calculations for safety. Her primary filter isn't, is he hot? It's, is he safe? Physically and psychologically. And that is the lens through which she evaluates everything she'll instantly notice about you. Number 1, can you protect her and your future children? She is not only clocking your physical size, she's reading your confidence. Can you protect her is a whole lot different from will you protect her? And she is trying to answer both simultaneously, instantaneously. Observational studies back this up. Women consistently choose dominant-looking men over merely attractive or physically strong men. It's also why so many women end up with bad boys or tough guys. On a deep, often subconscious level, the calculation is the devil you know will beat up the one who threatens you. That's just female wiring, rational thinking. She's not doing this consciously. She doesn't stand there thinking, you know what, I think I need to assess his protective capability. No, she just feels it, or she doesn't. And she feels it in the very first few seconds. Real world example. Guy walks into a bar, shoulders rolled forward, eyes down, waiting to be acknowledged. She glances over, looks away. No conscious thought, just nothing registered as worth a second look. His posture signaled he is not comfortable taking up space, and if he can't own a room, he can't own a threat. Or compare this to, guy walks into the same bar, relaxed, unhurried, scans the room like he already decided he belongs there. She notices this. She doesn't know why yet, she just does. Or a guy at a bar, clocks a drunk, getting mouthy near a woman. He steps up and steps in calmly. No aggression, no drama, just handles it. It's done. She watched that whole thing, already thinking, that's a man who shows up when it matters. Number 2, can you provide for her and your future family? Now, before you click away, you might be surprised by what this actually means in the modern dating world, because even if she is making bank, lots of money, even if having a family isn't on her radar or that chapter is already behind both of you, well, she is still wired to assess whether you can pull your own weight. Biology does not care about her salary or her feminist convictions. Here's the nuance, though. Women will tell you, and with genuine belief, that they want a man who is educated, or at least as educated as she is, or earns as much or more than she does. But what she's actually screening for are the traits she assumes education and income signal: stability, discipline, follow through, ambition, the ability to handle adversity, supporting her ambitions. For many women, if you bring those traits to the table, her biology honestly does not care what's on your tax return. The degree and the salary are proxies. They're shortcuts her brain uses when she doesn't have better information. Show her better information. Now, why does this still matter? Because remember the baseline. Men are physically stronger, more sexually driven, and more prone to consequential violence. Living under a bridge with a man who cannot provide isn't a neutral situation for a woman. It's a dangerous one, more dangerous for a woman. She's not calculating your net worth in the first 30 seconds. She is picking up on signals: your clothes, your grooming, how you carry yourself, whether you seem like a man who has his life together or a man who is being held together with duct tape and wishful thinking. Real world example. She's at a coffee shop. Guy enters wearing a hoodie with a stain, a broken zipper, maybe 3-day scruff that isn't intentional, just laziness or neglect. He might be a great guy, a genius with a wonderful heart, but she doesn't know that yet. What she knows is he doesn't appear to be taking care of himself. And if he can't do that, her wiring asks, is he going to take care of anything else? What can he provide? Or, same coffee shop, different guy enters, wearing clean, well-fitting clothes. Nothing flashy, just put together. Shoes that aren't beat up. Watch maybe is simple but decent. Hair is clean. Nails aren't wrecked, unless he's like a mechanic. She doesn't think provider. She thinks he looks like he has his act together. That's the signal that's landing. Number 3, can you meet her emotional needs? Now, you might be thinking, how the heck can she assess that in the first 30 seconds? Fairly, she can't. Not with any real accuracy, but she's going to use every available piece of information to make a working hypothesis. And she is going to do it whether she means to or not. Just like you don't consciously decide to find certain women attractive, you just do, she doesn't consciously run an emotional suitability checklist. It is just happening underneath automatically. She is reading your countenance, your vibe, your mood, how you treat people around you, how you handle small frictions in situations, and whether you seem emotionally steady or like a liability waiting to happen. Example. Guy walks into a store and the door swings back and clips him. He spins around, gives it a stare down, like he's deciding whether to fight it. She saw that. She's already filed him under volatile. Or guy's at a store, coffee to go in hand. Maybe he gets bumped by someone rushing past and spills his drink. The person sincerely apologizes on the fly, clearly in a hurry. He laughs and waves it off. Coffee happens. Then he carries on without missing a beat. She noticed that. That's a man who doesn't rattle easily. If you have learned something in this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, one more thing. She is clucking in those first 30 seconds, and men do this too, even if they won't admit it. Number 4, are you compatible? Whoa, now you might not be thinking, yeah, I care what she's wearing. But if she's got full goth, you're already wondering if you have anything in common. If she's got 3-inch nails and lashes out to here, you're already calculating how high maintenance she might be. Men do this, and it's okay. The difference is men will more often override a filter if she is hot enough, because men be horny, baby. But an emotionally healthy woman who is looking for Mr. Right, not just Mr. Right now, is far more ruthless about her compatibility filter. She may decide you are not her people before you've ever said a word. Now, this doesn't mean change your look or who you are. It means accept that sometimes she knows before you do that you're not right for each other, even if that snap decision isn't entirely fair or accurate. That's not a rejection, that's just her filter doing its job. Real world example. Guy walks into a social event wearing a band t-shirt that she recognizes. She doesn't know him yet, but she is already thinking, maybe we have something in common. Another situation. Guy walks into a cocktail party, head to toe gym gear. She clocks it instantly. She's not necessarily judging him as a person, but she is wondering if they live in completely different worlds, especially if she's decked out to the nines. What about a guy who walks in and his style is aggressively curated, every detail considered, not a hair out of place? That may read as him being high maintenance or overly vain. She's wondering if he's going to be more work than she is. This isn't to say she's always right. Opposites can and do have amazing relationships, but she doesn't know that yet. In the first 30 seconds, all she has to go on is what she can see. Men are wired to instantly notice a woman's youth and beauty. Women are instantly wired to notice if a man can protect her, provide for her, and hold himself together emotionally, and if he's compatible. Even women who no longer need to be provided for, who are financially independent, physically capable, emotionally self-sufficient, they are still running that biological filter because biology doesn't update because society says it should. Now, none of this is conscious. None of this is fair. It just is. And the men who understand it stop fighting it and start working with it. So if you know a man who is ready to attract his keeper, share this with him. He probably needs to hear it. And now that you know what she's noticing and why, let's talk about what she's seeing. My video, 12 Simple Things Men Do With Their Bodies That Women Just Love, picks up exactly where this one leaves off. That is coming up next. Stay tuned. Lots of love. Big hug. God bless.